Hi, I was Drew here again with a tutorial on Mastery Connect. This time we're going to go through, we've gone through trackers, which is about 95% of where you're going to use Mastery Connect. So the next one's going to be the Assessments tab that you see here. So you can see that I'm back on my home screen, logged in. So what I'm going to do is, if you haven't checked out the trackers video, you definitely want to check those out, how to put grades in, a lot of things you can do from there. So assessments, I click on assessments, I can get in here as it takes its time. All right, so when it pops up, it shows me all kinds of assessments I can give and the days they were made, and it pulls up things that have been made over the last week, just the most recent things that people in the community have put on Mastery Connect. And you can see today's the 17th, so a bunch of people were uploading today as they were going through. That's the whole page is put thing on there, so you can see it's used every day. So what I can do from here is, if I decide, all right, there's something that I couldn't find, if I went into my trackers, went into my class, went to my standard like we did in previous videos, and tried to find an assessment that way, I can go in and find assessments this way as well. I just simply click in the search bar. I can either type the standard in here or the name of the assessment that I'm looking for. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You can also add an assessment in here, and I'll show you how to do that here in a little bit. You can also use the tab over here like we did in the trackers part, where you add, hey, I'm going to add to a tracker. It'll pop up. I'll just show you real quick. Now this one doesn't align to the standards that I'm doing, but if it did, it would pop up, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and add this to the tracker like we did in past ones. So this one should be fairly short. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm using this, again, I'm going to start from left to right, is these are all the assessments on Mastery Connect going, that covers any standards. Mainly they're going to be looking at Georgia because I'm a Georgia educator. So I can go in. These are the ones that I am currently using, ones that I have created, ones that I've bookmarked. Remember in the last one I showed you where you could bookmark those within the tracker. If you happen to get into the assessments, you can do the same here. And updates that I need to do on any one of the assessments. So I go in, here's all, I can go in and search, and in this case I'm doing I could type 5th grade reading, since that's the class that we've been working on. 5th grade reading, and then search, and it pulls up a lot of 5th grade reading tests. You can see R3 all the way down, so it'll give you all kinds. So you can do a keyword search there if that's something you're looking for. Or I want to say we were doing like SL5, GSE SL5. Let's try that one out and see what that comes up with. So now, see, it's not recognizing it. So I could go in and just say, listening and speaking. Oh, searching assessments, boom. And some of my listening, but like my SL2s here, kindergarten, SL, for kindergarten, so on and so forth. So you can go in and look for those if you're interested. Next is using. These are the ones that I'm currently using for my classes and for our made-up class. Now remember, for our made-up class that I was doing, I went in and looked at certain ones. Using, all right. So I can go in, and I'm using 6 assessments. So I can go in, and these are my 6 of my 6. So you could see that I was using, in 2nd grade, I'm using these are our 5 CFAs that we have for our MBT5 here. And then these are the 2 that I did yesterday for our reading class. So you can see that I'm using those, and I'm just using 5 at this time. Usually if you're doing 5 essential standards with 4 or 5 on there, you may have 20 that you're using at one time, or you say, hey, they've mastered this, and take it off. I could take it off if I wanted to, but we're still assessing these 5 math standards, so I'm not going to move those around. So these are the ones that I'm using, and then I'm going to keep coming over here. These are the ones that I've created myself, and on the next video, sorry about the screen jostle there. On the next video, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to actually upload and create your own assessment. So these are ones that I've created, some for science and social studies, mainly 2nd grade, because those are the ones that I'm using for my class. In here too, these are not ones that you created, like we had to go in and we had to transfer or adjust that one to make it our own, where it said, "Oh, hey, do you want to transfer it over? Do you want to make it look better?" When that red box came up. So then I have my bookmark. I don't have any bookmark right now because we mainly make our own since we get together, do our CFA protocol, and we decide what CFAs we're going to give as a grade level. I'm not bookmarking anything right now. I could as the future goes through, and should for those extension standards and stuff like that. So then I have updates. Don't have anything here. So that's just a walkthrough of the assessments tab and just kind of overview of that and things that people have put in here. And anyway, I look forward to making the next one for you, where I show you how to create and upload your own assessment.